What's going on, guys? Welcome. It's officially day 6 of me trying to farm the Alinor table runners, so we'll get straight into it. How we doing, guys? Let's see if we get lucky today. Surely we've got to be lucky. Yeah, should be doing the stream today and hopefully tomorrow morning as well. Well, straight away. Damn, that NPC's a real pain. That was off to a good start. Just wait for this one to reset. How are we doing today, guys? I'm on Xbox EU. I'm after the elusive Alinor table runners. I'll probably be doing this for like a couple of hours again, as I normally do. I might move on to some other bits. See how we go. I get really lucky and it drops straight away. I said I will be doing a giveaway, special giveaway stream if I do get one drop, or when one drops. Just wait for the guard to move. This is the only one that's actually painful NPC wise to pickpocket. The other two are much easier. Obviously we don't have a lot of choice with what NPCs we can pickpocket, so it has been confirmed to drop off this NPC, so I can't not include it. Woe again. Right, that's going to have to be a Blade of Woe. Also will be doing giveaways today as well, guys, on Xbox EU. So if you're on Xbox EU, just type Xbox EU in the chat. I'll be giving away some, because I've got quite a lot of furnishing plans and stuff to give away now. So just let me know, guys. Also let me know what platform you're on if you're not on Xbox EU. I'm also planning to do giveaways on Xbox NA. So I've got a few characters I can farm. And then also, yeah, PC NA stuff as well is another possibility. Yeah, and also in the future I'm planning to do other sort of streams where other players can join me as well. Sort of farming more rarer stuff. So we'll be doing Halloween streams as well, trying to farm some good bits, some good spots. Maybe even the mushroom as well, and a few of the rarer Vardenfell plants. That's probably going to be like a month stream, trying to find one of those. But yeah, this one seems to be just as bad. But we'll get there, we'll get there. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Yeah, when you're farming rare stuff, you got to have pretty much unlimited patience. Even with the paintings and stuff, they can be really, really brutal. Like I said, it's just luck at the end of the day. Like I said, with the vampire paintings, I was farming those for 3 hours with absolutely nothing. I wasn't even 100% sure they was going to drop. And then I went there the next day, and then the first 2 chests, I think the second chest, I got a vampire painting straight away. I was thinking, you know, what the hell? But that is what this game's about, guys. It's just terrible RNG with everything you want. But it is what it is. That's what makes them so rare, and that's what makes them so expensive to get. And they said it's not really an item you can even buy, because the likelihood of you finding one on a actual live server being sold is almost non-existent. So if you do want this stuff, the only choice you really have is to try and farm it yourself. This NPC should respawn in a minute. I'm not too sure about that. I thought that looked good at first, but it put me out of stealth. Probably best to wait for the guard to move. Yeah, just the placement of this one is just so awkward. Why do you keep saying out of range? There's something wrong with this one. Can't pickpocket. Right, let's just blade away. This one's bugged. I can't pick what? Let's just reset it. See if the NPC moves position. Because I think that one bugged out there. Yeah. There we go. What's going on with the graphics? The graphics got all funny. There's no texture. But yeah, I'll probably be doing this today and tomorrow on the stream, and then obviously next week we're going to have the big event, the wall event, so I'll probably be doing a lot of that next week if it's good. Why am I being detected? Oh, this is not good. Well, that was a fail. Yeah, so 2 stealing streams this weekend, and then yeah, next week we'll see what the event's like. If it's really fun and really good and the rewards are really nice, because apparently I've read somewhere that you get furnishing plans and stuff, the new ones dropping. So if that is the case and there's like event coffers, then yeah, I might do a lot of that. See how many people turn up on Xbox EU. So hopefully I think it's just like a giant new public dungeon essentially. Gonna work like that with bosses inside. And there's like daily quests. Yeah, I didn't know there was event covers, so if we can farm stuff, I might do that. So yeah, if it's really good for plans and stuff, it's dropping like worm cult bits, then yeah, I'll definitely be hitting that. Yeah, the only thing going on at the moment is the Capture the Relic weekend, which is like the worst BG mode. It used to be quite a good BG mode when it was 3 teams, but when there's 2 teams, it just doesn't work. I don't know what they was thinking. You know, some of the modes work with 2 teams, but the Capture the Relic definitely doesn't, because all it takes is just a healer and like a tank bot to be standing on the relic, and essentially the team just can't capture it and it just goes to full length. So it's a shame the Capture the Relic is really trash. So yeah, won't be doing BGs because that is just a terrible mode for 2 teams. For 3 teams it was quite decent. I remember the Capture the Relic being quite good, but yeah, with 2 teams it just doesn't work. So yeah, it's a shame. There can't be many people queuing for the Capture the Relic. And all you get is an extra 5% AP and XP. I mean, what? No, I'm alright. Crazy. What was they thinking? What was they thinking, guys? Oh, come on. I knew that was going to happen. This character's so slow. I miss my thief build. Reason's just like movement speed or something, just so slow. Here we go, that's better. But yeah, I think the reason Capture the Relic doesn't work on this game in 2-player, so I'll explain my theory, because a lot of other people will say, like, if you look at, say, other multiplayer games like Call of Duty for example, they have like a team deathmatch or just a deathmatch or whatever, and it's generally just 2 teams. I think there isn't like 3 teams, and the reason it works on games like that is because you can still be killed, so you can still be one shot, headshot or whatever. But in this game, you can build to not die, which is what you can't do in like a Call of Duty game. They're just like, you know, you just have a preset set of guns or whatever, or perks, and if you're deciding to camp and hold the objective, then you can still be killed. Whereas in this game, you can just build. You can build just to be a healer and do no damage, and then 10 players hitting you, and there's just no, you know, you can't be killed. And that is the problem with this game. That's why 2 teams doesn't work, and that's the only reason it doesn't work, is purely because you can build to not die. You can build to not die, but in them sort of games, you know, if you decide to just camp and protect the objective, i.e. the relic, in Call of Duty you can still go down. You're not going to hold off 8 players endlessly, whereas in this game, that's exactly what you can do. So that's why the 2 teams doesn't work. Particularly for objectives. It works a little bit for just team deathmatch, but overall that's why the 3 team formula worked a hell of a lot better. So yeah, that's why you won't catch me doing Capture the Relic if I can help it, because I just think it's just totally pointless. Rarely do you get loads of people scoring the relic. I mean, if there's no healers or bots and it's just all damage players going in relic, then it can work. But all it takes is just one healer standing on the relic, you know, that can't be killed, or you know, and it just makes it very, very difficult and a very boring experience. And that is the problem with this game. You can't make it like other games where they just have one team against another team, because you can build to be immortal in this game. Essentially, if you don't want to do damage, you don't have to. You could just push everything into mitigation and healing, and you could just really ruin capturing flags and capturing relics. It just doesn't work. So, you know, trying to copy games like Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever have an entirely different formula. No one is immortal in that game. They might have a better gun or a better perk or a loadout than you, but they're still going to go down if 3 people shoot them. Whereas in this game, if you're building to survive and 3 people are hitting you, you can live through it. So that's why 2 teams does not work very well. You need to have the 3 teams. That's why Cyrodiil works so well. If there's any population, the 3 teams is just very nice. It just stops one completely dominating. There's always the second team can come behind and cause an upset. And I think just removing that was a massive mistake. I think the 2 teams can work, yeah, like in some aspects. Some games are okay, but generally, overall, they definitely don't work as well. But yeah, particularly, and yeah, the big example is Capture the Relic. That's just a non-starter basically, unless either team has no healers and no tank bots. Then it's workable, but you've always got to factor in that's going to probably happen, especially on an 8v8. I said the rewards are just really bad and all. Like, even if you wanted to put up with it and like, do you know what, I'm going to do Capture the Relic because they've got this bonus reward, extra 5% AP and XP. I mean, that is absolutely useless for majority of players. I mean, I suppose the XP bonus is nice, but 5%, like, that's going to have to be like 50% to get me in, and even then 5% bonus. What was I thinking? Damn, the inventory's getting full again. It's all my PvP gear. Yeah, after this I might do some dungeons or something. Something a bit different. But yeah, I aim for 2 hours of this. Just in case I get lucky, you never know. But damn, are they an impossible drop? How do players get these to drop? Delete the trash. Right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Come on. This is the NPC I think is going to give it or drop it. I've just got this funny feeling. The one near the crafting area, I'm just not convinced will anymore. I actually got a free pick there for once. Yeah, I'm sort of convinced this one's bugged, and even the other one. They seem to be too easy to pickpocket. They were like 100% most of the time. Whereas a clothier should be like the same as a noble. Quite difficult to pick. And the middle one is. But people have confirmed it to drop from this, but I don't know how recently that was. Just wait for the guard to move. Yeah, so after this, I will be doing some dungeons, some random dungeons. Sometimes funny things happen when you just do random bugs. So I'll be doing that. I had a funny one last night. I think it's Tempest Island. As soon as we went in, everyone was just like throwing up question marks. I'm thinking, what on earth's going on? And then I'm thinking, the tank don't look like a tank. And it turned out it was all DPS, and it was veteran, but it was Tempest Island, so it wasn't a particularly hard veteran dungeon. It was non-DLC anyway. So, and then was like, let's just go through it anyway. We just went through the whole dungeon without a tank. But yeah, a DLC one might have been a different story. But yeah, it's just random groups can be fun. They can also be a pain as well, but I appreciate the follow on Twitch. Yeah, they can be a real pain, the veteran dungeons. But yeah, I'll be doing some afterwards, probably on my Arcanist. So yeah, we'll do a bit of this, see if we get lucky, and then if not, I'll do some other stuff, and yeah, I'll do some giveaways as well. So let me know what platform you are on, guys. Yeah, the giveaway will be on Xbox EU, but I'm looking to do Xbox NA and PC NA as well. Got tons of rare items, as I've been doing so much farming. What? How did I get revealed? This tone is so slow. Make sure you have a thieving build on, guys. Or is it? This is what happens. Okay, I've got the invisibility pots. Damn it. Oh, it looks like I'll be a blade away with him. NPC loves torturing me. What is up with the textures? They're just... something's going on. It's not everywhere, it's just in that section. I would love to know what the drop rate is on these. What is it, 1 in 100,000 chance? It's got to be something absolutely crazy. That's why it's people trying to get the mushroom polyp, or they've had that drop. How the hell have they had the patience? Unless they've just been super lucky and just thought, oh, I'll just pick up a node and then it drops from. But to physically farm that, you know, even this is bad enough. And I have farmed the Vardenfilm nodes. I've probably done about a total of 5 or 6 hours. I've not even had one plant drop. And there's meant to be about, maybe about 10 different plants that drop. Obviously the special ones are there's a couple of special ones, the polyp and the golden bush lichen or something. But yeah, damn, like, what is the drop rate on those? Like 1 in a million? It's just absolutely crazy. You just got to be super lucky or just have endless patience. But yeah, I must have done, I would say about 300 pickpockets so far, 400 maybe. And I've had nothing apart from, I've kept the stuff that I've actually found. Furnishings, and that is what we're after, a furnishing. But do they still even drop? That is the problem. Who knows, who knows? You never know with this game. Yeah, I think it's very much a like dry spell with Elder Scrolls at the moment. I think next week it's going to start kicking off with more stuff. So you've got the Wall event, we've got the Halloween event, we've got the release of the new zone. So it's definitely going to pick up a little bit. It's just at the moment, it's just a bit stale. Instead of Capture the Relic weekend, that is the best they could do for BGs. I'm thinking, oh. So as of next week, things are going to start picking up, guys. There's going to be better events and better stuff going on. And obviously we're probably getting closer to the release of the Eastern Solstice as well. So there is more good stuff coming. But at the moment, all we've got is a Capture the Relic weekend, which I can't see is going to be very popular. So yeah, as of next week, things will start picking up. It's going to get a lot better. I said hopefully the event is really good, the Wall event. I didn't realise it had like farmable coffers with furnishing plans in. I thought it was just the Wall and the Golden Pursuit. I'm not really interested in the Golden Pursuit. It's a mount which is nice, but I've got like 20-30 mounts, so I'm not really bothered about mounts too much. I thought it was just that, complete that, do some daily quests and a Golden Pursuit. So I was thinking, I don't know if I'm going to do the Wall event or be bothered to do it much. But then I read there was actual event coffers that are dropping, farmable coffers. So I thought, ooh. And if they've got nice stuff in, it might be quite nice. So yeah, we'll see how it goes next week, guys. We'll do the event, and if it's a lot of fun, I don't know why I'm revealed there, then obviously I'll probably be doing that all week if it's a lot of fun. If it's not so good, then obviously we'll do some other stuff. It just depends how the event pans out. If there's a lot of players and it's really good, so yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. But I think it's Monday the 13th of October is when the server-wide event's going to happen, so it could be pretty cool. I said, especially if he's furnishing plans, which is my favourite thing. And the coffers are really good and you can earn some good gold. But yeah, obviously I didn't read into it enough properly. I just thought it was just they're opening this event and you can earn a golden pursuit mount, you know, a few little rewards, and that's it. But there is a lot more to it than I realised. So yeah, I'll definitely be going in. And depending on the difficulty of the bosses, I don't know how tough they're going to be. I'll either go in as my solo heavy attack sorcerer, or if the bosses are not that tough and they're not slapping that hard, and there's a lot of players, I'll just go in as my beamer. It just depends, because if I'm on Xbox EU, I don't know how many players are going to be there, so I might need more survivability. But if there's a lot of players there, then I can just go in as a beamer. But yeah, I was on last night and there just wasn't a lot of activity at all. I think Cyrodiil had like one bar on one team, and I think there was 2 bars and the other one was empty. I couldn't find anyone doing any dungeons barely, there was no trials going on. So to me it just looks like the majority of players are just logging in, getting their rewards, maybe a bit of crafting writs, and then they're logging out and calling it a day. That generally seems to be what a lot of people are doing. So like I said, hopefully next week things will pick up and the event's really good. And there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, it's just very, very weak at the moment. I said, especially with a Capture the Relic weekend, that is just probably the worst thing they could have picked. But yeah, so you've got a Halloween event, which is always good. And I will be dropping a guide video on the best places to go for that. Rather than just doing dolmens. I mean, dolmens is the most effective, as long as you're getting the drops. But I've got some other spots that just might be a bit more interesting, just to add a bit more into the mix. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a big update on Monday to add the wall event in, or if it's just going to trigger straight away. So we'll have to see how it goes on Monday. See what the event coffers are like, how they're dropping, if there's any good stuff in there, you know, and by Tuesday, hopefully I would have found out if it's worth sort of actually farming the event, or is it just completely trash. But I said the event coffers are very interesting. I said if it's got the furnishing plans in and stuff, it could be quite a gold maker. So we'll have to see how that goes. Obviously, yeah, if the event is really trash, then all that leaves is the Halloween event. And obviously the actual release of the zone, but it is looking good, the wall event. I thought it was going to be a bit... nothing much to see, but if it's like a nice farmable thing with good stuff to get, then it might not be too bad. But yeah, I'm sure I read somewhere there's going to be dropping the new furnishing plans in the event. I'll have to double check it because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure I read there is plans dropping, whether it's the new ones or just the Tideborn ones, I don't know. So yeah, we'll find out Monday, see what it's like. Hopefully it's good. It's a nice little farm, and there's a lot of players, and it's, you know, just have to see. Also, I'm surprised. I thought there would be a sale again for the content pass, but I haven't seen one. I'll have to check today. I really thought there was going to be a big sale for other players to get in and get involved. So I'll check that today. I was expecting it to be on sale on Xbox Store, but I'm sure it's still 45 quid. Which I was thinking during this event they're going to, you know, try and promote it as much as possible. I thought they was going to offer a discount in case, you know, players haven't got it. But I haven't seen anything yet. What's going on, mate? How's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, I was just talking about the wall event. I didn't realise it had coffers and stuff to farm, so the event might actually not be too bad. I really thought it was just bring down the wall, do the event, and you get a golden pursuit mount. So I wasn't initially interested until I found out there's potential coffers and stuff that drop off bosses and there's dailies effectively, and some of the contents looks pretty good, so I'm hoping it'll be worth a farm and it'll be really good. As if there's any players, hopefully there will be. But yeah, we'll find out Monday. That is when the event will be up, the server event, which is the first time they've done something like this. Hopefully it goes smoothly and there's no issues with the servers and stuff, and it goes good and there's a lot of players and it's active. As I say, I don't know what character to use for the, for this event. Is it best to have a solo character because the boss is going to be a bit one-shotty and a bit tricky? Or is there going to be absolute tons of players and I can just go in as a beam damage? So I'll have to wait and see, guys. I mean, I did do a little bit on the PTS and it looked a little bit nasty, like a solo player. So I suppose as long as you've got numbers and there's a lot of players, then I can just go in as damage. If not, then I'll go in like a sort of solo-y build, as you might need survivability. I suppose it really just depends on how many players are actually going to be there. If it's very popular. Like I said, it's just a shame I don't think there's a sale on, which I really thought they'd put the content pass on sale, unless they're doing it next week during the event. I think that's the mistake they made with the content pass. I don't think tons of players have bought it, and it was more expensive than the previous chapters, and I know you got a little bit extra for dungeons and stuff, but I think it's still just that big initial price. 45 quid it was for me, when previously I think it was around about 35 quid, 32 quid or something, the previous chapters. So it's quite a lot, and if they don't put it on sale, then I don't think there's going to be a lot of players. That's what my concern is. But I will check today, see if they've put it on sale again. Maybe they have. I've not seen any sales as such. Definitely not for Xbox anyway. I swear these things do not drop. They've got to be bugs, surely. Yeah, so hopefully it's a good event, but yeah, it starts on Monday. So I'll just see what happens, really, see how many players there is, how fun it is, how much, you're making a lot of gold from the coffers, just see how it goes. Hopefully it will be all good. So it's just a bit of a dry spell at the moment, especially with a bad Battlegrounds event. yeah, yeah, things should be picking up next week. And if there's no problems with the event, because I think it's the first time I've done a server event. So hopefully there's no server problems. Obviously, because that's going to really hamper it if there is. Where's this NPC? Is it bugged? Right, here we go. I was just about to port away then. Right, just give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. going on, guys? We're back. We've got the egg lotion. So yeah, we'll be doing just say another 40 or 50 minutes of this, and then I'm going to get into some dungeons and some different stuff, guys. I'm going to be doing some giveaways. Type in the chat Xbox EU to be added into the giveaway. If you're on the same server as me. So we'll be doing a few more runs around Somerset, just seeing if we got that chance. We get lucky, but if not, yeah, I'll be doing some other stuff. What the? It was 95 and then she turned straight around. Oh, see, tablecloth. I thought it's a table runner then. How could you do that to me? I'll just wait for the guard to move. Yeah, so I probably won't be doing the BGs this weekend. I'm not particularly interested in that. I mean, you don't have to do the capture the relic, to be fair. It's just an additional mode they've added. But yeah, they're generally a painful experience. So yeah, I won't be doing those. But like I said, I did like the capture the relic. It was one of my favourite modes in the original BGs with the 3 teams. But with the 2 teams, it just doesn't work with the way that players can build. So yeah, I won't be doing that. So it'll be like a dungeon, bit of farming weekend. And then of course next week is the server event, so hopefully things will pick up then. I'll just pickpocket. Okay, we've got the pickpocket. Kill. So yeah, next week things are going to start heating up, start picking up. I said hopefully the event is really good. And of course we've got the Halloween event, and then after that or during that we might get the new is it update 48? I can forget the numbers now. It's not 49, I think it's 48. You know, Eastern Solstice, so we're going to get a new zone, so there is some nice stuff coming. Just a shame about the whole PvP thing, but I don't want to keep ranting about the PvP all the time. What's the server event about? And good morning, bro. Found anything cool? Yeah, the server event is the wall. It's the wall event, which I didn't really look into too much initially. So the wall is here. But I just thought it was just a golden pursuit and just complete this quest and then off you go. But it's actually I think there's event coffers and they're dropping furnishing plans and stuff, and you can farm them from the bosses in the event. So it might actually be a pretty cool event. Particularly if it's dropping in the new furnishing plans, you could be potentially making a lot of gold. But I'm not 100% sure. I said I have been in the event during the PTS and the bosses were a bit tricky, so I don't know. I might need to go in as a solo build. It just depends how many players there is, how popular it is, how frequent the event coffers drop, and there's also dailies and stuff, but it's only for that week, I think. So yeah, it's a lot more interesting than what I thought it was going to be. So I've got high hopes for it. Hopefully it's a lot of fun and there's a lot of players. You do need the latest, yeah, you need Solstice. I think there is a daily for players that don't have Solstice, that don't have the content pass. There is a way they can contribute. I think there's like a daily quest, but the other two daily quests, I think you need the Solstice, and then you can start farming the bosses and stuff. But yeah, I'm surprised there's not a sale. If anyone knows, guys, I thought there really would have been a sale, a content pass sale, but I've not seen one. And I really thought during this they would be dropping like a discount on the content pass. But yeah, let me know, guys, unless I'm wrong. I've been too busy playing Fortnite as Ghostface. That's what I was playing last night. I need to make a Ghostface on Elder Scrolls. Yeah, so like I said, hopefully the event is good and there's no server problems and you're getting a lot of coffers and there's a lot of players and it's a lot of fun. That's what I'm hoping. But who knows, until we see it properly. And it's dropping on the Monday as well. I'm assuming it'll be about 3 PM for UK time. I don't actually know. I saw they added the Scooby-Doo. Yeah, we do play a lot of Fortnite. Not huge amounts, but we probably play a few hours a week, me and my family. And yeah, I see some of them. I want the Ghostface one, but I don't know if it's an actual character you can get. And we're probably going to have to get the Wednesday one. And yeah, all the Scooby-Doo characters. But yeah, Fortnite's just a game that won't die. It's just, I think they just keep adding different characters. I have done a couple of Fortnite streams, but I'm not super big on Fortnite. But we do play it occasionally. If we all play a game together, it's generally what we play. As it's just saying, you can just hop in and get playing, and you can be. And what I like about it is, I wish, you know, Elder Scrolls would take the same note. It's just cross-play. It's just easy. You know, if I can play on my Xbox with the same account, or the PlayStation, or the Switch, or even if I'm really feeling really lazy, I can just play touchscreen on my iPad or phone or whatever. It's just so easy to play and just jump in if you want to just go. Older Fortnite was great too, yeah. OG. Yeah, we have played it for quite a few years. But yeah, something that everyone can just hop in and get going. Whereas this game, particularly with PvP, you can't just hop in and get going. Only with Vengeance can you do that. But yeah, the Ghostface, that's what I've seen everyone running around with. So yeah, I might make a Ghostface character on Elder Scrolls. New ganking build maybe. Normally add a build in with it. But yeah, I was a bit annoyed with myself because the last build I dropped, the ganking build, it was meant to have the the Spectre polymorph, which is this one, included in the build video, and the footage I had, it was wearing a robe, the Dark Brotherhood robe, which was a bit annoying, so it sort of broke the theme a little bit. But the actual ganking clips, I mean, there's not many, but I mean, I'm wearing the polymorph. So yeah, I might make a few themed characters for Halloween. That's just going to be a Blade of Woe. Yeah, so about another 35 minutes of pickpocketing, and then I'll move on to some other bits. But yeah, I'm debating doing some more Fortnite streams. I just don't know how popular they're going to be. But yeah, I'm not a massive shooter person anymore. I used to be. All I used to play was Call of Duty. The Halloween Arcanist helmet turns into a pumpkin. Yeah, I've seen that. At first I thought that sounded cool, but it's not all that for the money. It's a bit cheap. It comes off as cheesy, I think. Like sometimes they do say it looks alright, but I don't know. It's just pork because I'm lazy. I mean, it's not too bad. It's just a shame it's not really an ultimate I use either. OG COD, Black Ops 1. Yeah, I pretty much played. I think I started on Modern Warfare 1, and then 2, then Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. That's all I used to play. Even World at War I played a lot. I think that was the first one I probably played with the zombies. But yeah, that's all I used to play. Yeah, particularly the zombies, and Black Ops 1 was I probably played the most. Yeah, and I played right up to about Black Ops 2 before I finally stopped playing. I think that was when this game was sort of releasing, and then I think I was really burnt out from playing a lot of Call of Duty for about 4 or 5, 6 years, and then yeah, sort of moved over to this. But yeah, I used to be pretty die-hard fan of the COD games. Yeah, I think Black Ops 2 was my last true Call of Duty. I have played some of the later ones, but not properly. Modern Warfare 3 Infected game mode, do you remember that? Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was when you could just run around. I think it was stabbing, wasn't it, or something? Yeah, that was a really good mode. And when you killed someone, then you got I think you got the next gun up, then the next gun up, then the next gun up. I don't know what mode that was. That was a good mode. Black Ops 1 Zombies, the best. Yeah, that was really good. The moon map. Shangri-La. The World War I Trenches one was one of my favourites as well. I think the moon was probably my favourite. The Alcatraz one, that was really good. Yeah, I used to really play a lot of that. The zombies and Black Ops 1. Yeah, people all camping, yeah. Yeah, it had some good modes, but I think after Black Ops 2, I don't know, I think I played Black Ops 2 a hell of a lot. Then I think it might have been Infinite Warfare, and it started getting all futuristic, and I was like, And then, yeah, this come out, and then I started playing this, I think. Black Ops 2, that'd probably be like, what, 2012, 2013? Played a hell of a lot of Gears of War as well. Oh yeah, one in the chamber, yeah. Yeah, that was good. It had some good modes. This one's not really activated. Yeah, I was a big Call of Duty player. I think, yeah, after Black Ops 2 was the final one for me. Not that Black Ops 2 was bad, it was really good, but I think the ones afterwards, they were... I don't think they was received as well. Yeah, Infinite Warfare, the jumping around one, I did play a bit. And then Call of Duty Ghosts, I think it might have been. And then, yeah, just pretty much Elder Scrolls from then on. I think the exact same. I stopped at Black Ops 2. Didn't like flying around in COD. Yeah, I didn't like the futuristic stuff of it. I like the gritty sort of World War II-y, Cold War stuff. I really like that. And I even like the Modern Warfare stuff as well, was good. Yeah, it just sort of went in a direction I wasn't really too bothered about. And then, yeah, started getting into Elder Scrolls and sort of that was it. I left the shooters behind. Ghost, low-key underrated. Remember the Snoop Dogg voice add-on? Yeah. Yeah, they were good games. Also played a hell of a lot of multiplayer Gears of War. Not one so much. I did complete one, but not PvP wise. But Gears of War 2 PvP I've done a hell of a lot of. And also the third one. Played a lot of the Gears of War Online. That was really good. I remember Gears of War 2 Online being really good. The Shotgun Fiesta. But yeah, if I had to pick best Call of Duties, it's probably the original, yeah, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, and probably World at War. But yeah, Gears of War played a lot of, I think, yeah, played 1, 2 and 3. And then the Gears of War Judgment I played, but that wasn't as good. And then I think I played 4, I can't remember. Dogs inbound, homie. I still play Black Ops 1 Zombies, not gonna lie. 360 days were the best. Yeah, I still play, well, probably not in a year. I used to play Zombies a lot with my dad. But the 360, I think they stopped the live thing, so it don't work anymore. But yeah, we used to play a lot of the Zombies, the Trench one as well. I think it's Black Ops 2. But yeah, the moon map was the best. The low gravity zombies on the moon. Why is this one not even triggering? The only thing it's triggering is the guards. Yeah, getting the old mystery box and stuff, yeah, that was really good. And we always tried doing the Easter eggs and stuff, but damn are they hard. I think we did do a few of them. Definitely done the moon Easter egg. This NPC is really annoying me. Can't even get a pickpocket on. You can still play 360 Black Ops 1 Zombies. It's active community. I struggle to get Ascension map though. Ascension map, I don't think what that is. Ascension, it sounds very familiar. But, yeah, to be honest, all the maps were really good. What was the one on the bus as well, where you had the robot bus driver and you sort of went around from this town part section to part section? That was really good. I think that was number 2. And you was in like cornfields and like there was pylons and stuff. That was good. Yeah, I mean, I know the Black Ops 1's still got a good community, really. Yeah, the Alcatraz map, I think that was Black Ops 1. That was a really good one. What's going on, mate? How's it going? I didn't play Moon such as the other DLC ones. The bus one is Transit, yeah. Oh, you should have played Moon, that was the best. It does sound cheesy though, like zombies in space. You know, it sounds really like over the top and cheesy, but it just worked really well, that map. I remember that being really good. And the Easter egg being really good as well. I think you end up like nuking the Earth or something stupid. It was done really well, yeah. I remember the first map, I think it was when it like, I think it was in the Pentagon or something, it was all the presidents. Like Richard Nixon and that was funny. It was like, I remember it being a really small map. And everyone glitching on the table. I think that's Black Ops 1, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Cold War era, yeah, because it would be Nixon and that. Veteran Sunspot, it was okay. I've not actually done that trial. That is a trial I've been wanting to do. That was 5, oh yeah. I think that was like the first one that come out. Damn, that's going back some time though, isn't it? Playing zombies. Textures out of place, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Alright, bro, you just brought back memories with the table clicks. Yeah, that used to be really good. And then they started patching all the glitches and stuff because people were like just abusing them. But yeah, there used to be a lot of really good glitches. I'm sure there used to be one in the Moon map. You could